Hello everyone, my name is Crow, and this is Project Architect 2. This is episode 26. So last time we set up our automated Archimeat crafters. These are just pulling the required plushies from these EMC links, and then automatically gets sent into the crafters through these logistical transporters. And the main thing is just to make sure that these logistical transporters aren't linked to each other at all, because otherwise they'll, flip around and mess up the crafting recipe. And then, of course, it's being powered by a void motor, which is just pulling off the stress from the water wheels that I have up here. So it's creating this Archimeat, which is then just being fed directly back into one of these EMC links and then into our EMC bank. All right, so now that we have an EMC, now that we have the Archimeat on Autocraft, it's just going to basically build up more and more and more. The next step is to use this Archimeat to create an Ars Nouveau. And we can see this, I think there's a chapter about this. All right, so we've completed the EMC the Adventure Bound chapter. So now we have the EMC Automation chapter. So eventually what we want to do is we want to get to the Archium. But we're going to go to the Ars Nouveau, which means we need to create all of these pieces. And then stick them in an enchanting apparatus, and it'll spit out the Ars Nouveau. Then that Ars Nouveau will energize into the Architron, and then, yeah, I think we have to send it through the induction smelter. So there's absolutely, a lot more stuff to do. So let's have a look over at our applied, or not our applied, our Ars Nouveau area here. So this is our enchanting apparatus. It is set up to basically be auto-crafting anything that you stick into it. I am going to update my allow scroll because in order to create this, in the middle needs to have the Archimeat. So let me just make sure that Archimeat is set. I think we have it. Here we go. So now we have the Archimeat added to the list. We'll put it back in there. And that will allow the storage lectern to add the Archimeat to the to that center piece there. And now let's have a look at our patterns. Okay, so I already actually created a processing pattern for the Ars Nouveau, and as well for the Marcus of Mastery and the Enchanted and Timer turrets. But if we look, I actually can't craft it because I'm missing these focuses. I'll have to stick a couple Archimeats into my AE2 just to kind of kick it off. But these are the big things here. Because the focuses are needed to craft the different turrets. The focus of air is needed in this imbuement chamber to create these air-infused turrets. So this is kind of the step one for me, is to make these focuses of air, the focus of fire, water, air, earth, and then block shaping, because that's used to make the manipulation turret. And that should be fairly easy. This is my this is my imbuement chamber setup, and it works by basically detecting when there's different turrets or gems inside. However, I can manually turn it off, which will allow me to kind of just start adding things in here without this having accidentally pulling stuff out before it's ready. So our lesser focus of fire is going to be 3 fire and 3 gold. And probably this. I assume that I will need 3 of each of these. Okay, so that means that I should be able to just do this and this, which should automatically pull into there, and then I need amethyst. Right. Because that's 4 different things there. Oh, that's right. So that's right, because this doesn't have. So I added these 2 arcane platforms, but they're not linked to here. So I need to do those manually. Although, actually, what I should do is put this there. Because I'll want to swap out these water essences and everything. All right. And the enchanting apparatus is gold, piston, slime, diamond. And then I should be able to pop this in there. Perfect. Okay, so there's my water focus. Which means I should be able to pull this out and these out and then stick those in. And there we go. All right. I just need to make sure that these are empty, because if these have anything in them, then any platforms around it will be looked at by the imbuement chamber, and then any other recipe will go, won't work correctly. Okay, so then I have, so the focus of block shaping, that's done. That's all I needed for the imbuement chamber of the manipulation turret. The focus of earth is just an enchanting apparatus with the mark of mastery, and then all these different ones. So I don't know if I have any. Okay, let's see if I have a mark of mastery, or if I can craft a mark of mastery. I think it's through here. I mean, it looks that way. And all right, working perfectly. Okay. And I'm gonna need 4 of these guys, because it's this and then. Oh wait, what the? Oh. I only need to turn off this guy too. I should be able to leave this guy off now because I'm not using that. So any kind of auto crafting. Let's get a lever here. All right, which means this should. Oh wait. That means I should turn it off, right? Yes. Okay. All right, so now I have the focus of fire. So now I should be able to make the fire infused turret. So let's just double check that that's working. And hopefully it's working. Okay. Oh. Oh, you know what? I'm an idiot. I kicked that off and I didn't realize I had to make one of these turrets. The enchanted turret, so that just interfered with it. That's okay. I was like, why isn't it crafting? Now it should craft. And you are turned off. And now you should be working. Okay, now that that's done, let's go and troubleshoot this thing. Okay, so this should be back to normal. Let's go and cancel this. Okay, so I have an enchanted spell turret, so if I'm going to make the fire turret, it should stick all these things into here. Interesting. Oh, crafting is locked. Got it. Okay, so that's what happened. This one. Got it. That makes sense. I screwed something up when I was messing around. Oh, and see, this pulled it out. Okay. Okay. Let's just... And then that should go in there. And this should be crafting now. Yes, it looks like it is. Okay, so now the question is, Now I should let it pull that out, and then the focus, and then the turret, which completes the craft. Now the question is, what do these patterns look like? See, these should work. I wonder if these just need to be faster. Okay, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go make this pulse extender. What about a repeater? And some redstone. Okay, so now what this should do. Oh, that's even better, because I don't want this to get locked. Let's go 1 second. So that means that when something pops in, this should hold for 1 second, which means there won't be that flicker. Right? So let's see. Let's go for an earth turret. So it should be crafting the enchanting turret up top. And there we go. So while this is loading up, and you saw that little flicker, before that flicker was letting him pull out of here. But having this guy on a 20 tick delay, or rather an extension, allows this to go out for like 2 ticks and doesn't give him a chance to grab it. And now he's an earth infused turret, which means he's going to get it pulling out. Okay. I mean, that fixes it. Fixes it right there. So, okay. I can probably go even lower. I'm not sure that it's necessarily worth it. Like, I'll go 10 ticks. And let's queue these things up. All right, so he's making the enchanting turret. And then should be coming over here to make the manipulation essence. And there's the manipulation infused turret. He's almost done. Perfect. Pulls out all the things off the side. And then the middle, which means it unlocks, which means he goes for water. And then it's going regular speed because there's, okay, I gotta fix my, apparently I'm dry on the source, but that's okay. He's just going. All right, and then that's a water turret, pulling out the essence, and then the focus, and then him. And then auto crafting complete. Okay, which means that the Archimeat, since I have, because these things aren't consumed, because the imbuement chamber doesn't consume the items, which means the Archimeat, this is just a crafting recipe, so is this. And I just need to make sure I have my Archimeat. Just gotta make sure I have my Archimeat available. Okay. Alrighty. Yeah, so I won't have to build any of these turrets because I do have one of each. But I have to create a spell turret for what? Oh, I didn't make an air one? Interesting. That's okay. All right, and then it should craft the whole. Okay, so it's going to do this guy first. Let me speed him up. And 79. Okay, he's almost done. Okay, and then it should come out here for the Archium. There we go. And as long as the Archimeat doesn't make into one of these. Oh. That's interesting. Okay. So we saw that this guy was being helpful and he pulled out the Mark of Mastery. Okay, this is actually, okay, we can fix this. So what this is doing now is it's pulling from here and it's just pulling out the results, right? We don't necessarily want that. What we want is him to pull out from here. Because this is linked to that. So you can pull out here, but it's also linked to every that is out of range. So I do need some more range upgrades. Range up. I shouldn't need more than 4. And apparently I need 4. Oh, I need 1 more. Oh man, this is... How is this so high? That's weird. Okay, great. Okay. So now it should work. I should have a Mark of Mastery, just it goes in here, and then this. And then that should work just fine. Mark of Mastery, and then the Archimeat. And there's the Ars Nouveau. So that is actually not bad. Let me just learn this real fast. I apparently did not pick up any of these turrets. So let me make another. Let's see. So that crafted. And then let me try and figure out this real quick, because source is going to be a huge issue moving forward. My source was being created by this guy. I think that this will do what's needed, because yeah, I think this will be okay. Because this is still killing things. So it's still going to harvest the pink slime and the liquid meat. It just will, this will also, the Mob Master will also get some kills. I think that'll do. I don't need a huge amount of source. And see, that's the source going out. I don't need a ton of source production. I just need some kind of source production. What I do need to do is the markup mastery. This is kind of the tough one here, because I need to have a lot of these Wilden tributes. Each Wilden tribute makes 5 markup masteries. I did use, obviously, 4 of them to create the focuses, and so I don't need to do that anymore. But each Ars Nouveau does require a markup mastery. Because of that, I'm not sure that this is the best kind of EMC duplication to let run all the time. All right, earth, water, manipulation. Water, earth, manipulation. And let's see what I get here. Oh, energizing orb. Okay, great. Oh, never mind. I didn't even get the energizing orb. I got golden horse armor. Looks super cool, doesn't it? All right. Well, I mean, I think that's it. So we now have the Ars Nouveau. One more step towards true EMC mastery. I don't know if we'll be able to get into the Architron next time, but we'll certainly do some. We'll certainly work towards it. So, anyways, if you have any comments or tips or tricks or anything, then please leave them down below. And otherwise, I will see you next time. Take care.